It seems to me that going green and making that a central part of your administration is the best way to psychologically damage, the terrorist network, is to do the American thing, innovate our way out of some of these problems, and in the end, and maybe this is the Catholic boy in me, but you're embracing some of the negative, which is having to deal with terrorism, and turning it into a positive. And I think right now, out of all the political candidates, the green candidate has not risen. Does that idea excite you at all?
Yes, but it also excites me, the knowledge that if the brains and the talent, the innovation in this room and in this valley are turned to green technologies, as by the way GE has, the world's largest corporation, and they're not losing money, then I'm sure that we will develop the technology to achieve it. Whether it be a better battery that we can use in a car to go longer distances, I mean that's just a no-brainer in some respects, to being able to make better biofuels and make more efficient ethanol, to making sure that Americans know that nuclear power is safe, but most importantly, the technology that's just over the horizon. And by the way, I don't believe in government paid for technology, but I do believe where necessary, government pure R&D has been successful, and we should go ahead and continue that and indeed increase it. But that's pure R&D. And by the way, the next time some politician comes and asks you for a contribution, say, come back and see me when you've made the R&D tax credit permanent.
Okay. So, I guess just to sum it up, is going green, is that a weapon against terrorism?
Yes. A year ago, last February, there was almost a successful attack by a suicide bomber on an oil refinery in Saudi Arabia. If that attack had succeeded, I think you know, Peter, the price of oil would have gone to $150 a barrel. We've got to make Americans understand that it's not only going green for the fact that we have to address climate change and give a better planet to our children and grandchildren, but it's also clearly a national security issue. We must reduce our dependence on foreign oil. It's an absolute imperative. And finally, we all know that oil, like anything else in the world, is a finite resource. And with China and India's demands growing, there's no doubt that we will never see a real decrease in the price of oil in the world. That should be additional motivation, I would think.